What happens after a criminal trial? What if a person feels that the trial was unfair or the decision was wrong? Can they challenge it? Of course they can. They can knock on the doors of higher judiciary through appeals or revisions. But what if the system of appeals and revisions is made faster, more digital, more structured? Sounds interesting. Let's deep dive into the changes brought by the Bharatiy and Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 to the appeals and revisions. We will discuss 9 key changes that you should know. But before we begin, let me quickly introduce you to our channel. We bring you the latest news and updates from the world of Indian law and judiciary. So subscribe now so that you never miss out on any updates. 1. What are appeals and revisions? Before we talk about the changes, let's quickly understand what appeals and revisions are. An appeal is a legal right to ask a higher court to review and change a decision made by a lower court. A revision is a special request to correct an error where no appeal is available, but there may be a serious legal mistake. 2. Appeals must be decided in a fixed time. That is one of the biggest reforms under the BSS. Appeals must be decided in a fixed time. Generally, it will be 6 months to a year unless the higher court thinks there is a good reason for more time. This will bring speed and certainty to the post-trial process, and unnecessary adjournments will be discouraged. Higher courts will be instructed to record reasons for any delay. 3. Appeals will be filed electronically. BNSS allows e-filing of appeal and revision applications, submission of documents and evidence digitally and video, conferencing for appeal hearings wherever possible. This will make the process faster, paperless, and more citizen-friendly. For appeal rights, what is retained? BSS continues many appeal rights from CrPC. For example, a person convicted in a sessions court can appeal to the High Court. For certain minor offenses, appeals are not allowed unless there is a question of law. In such cases, the state can also appeal if the accused is acquitted. So the core structure of appeal rights remains, but now it will be more efficient. 5. Appeals in case of plea bargain or summary trials. BSS restricts appeals in certain cases. No appeal will be allowed where the accused has pleaded guilty voluntarily. In summary trials, which are simpler cases, appeals will be limited unless there is a clear legal error. This avoids misuse of appeals to delay finality in simple or agreed upon cases. 6. Right to be heard victims and complainants. Now victims have the right to participate in appeal proceedings. They also have the right to be informed about hearings and outcomes and the option to file appeals in cases of acquittal. So BSS makes the victim's voice part of post-trial justice, not just a silent observer. 7. Revisions courts' power to correct errors. Higher courts can revise judgments if there was a legal mistake, if evidence was ignored, or if the trial was unfair or unjust. Even without a formal appeal, this revision power can be used to protect justice, and BSS supports this as a safeguard. 8. Preventing repeated litigation. BSS prevents frivolous or repetitive appeals by setting strict timelines, by penalizing misuse of the appellate process, and by giving more power to lower courts to enforce their own decisions unless they are stayed. This saves time and resources for the courts and litigants. 9. Appellate courts' digital powers. Under BSS, appellate courts can summon case files electronically, use AI-assisted case management tools, and order digital record correction of lower court proceedings. This is part of a broader push for a tech-powered justice system. Conclusion: the BSS keeps the old system of appeal and revision intact like CrPC, but makes it faster, cleaner, and more tech-driven. It respects the accused's right to challenge injustice, but also ensures victims and courts are not overburdened. If you are a lawyer, victim, or citizen involved in any criminal case, knowing these new appeal rules helps you stay a step ahead in the justice process. We hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them down below. Our team will be happy to help. Thanks for watching. See you soon with another update from the world of Indian law. Until then, keep learning.